Have you guys ever seen edits like these?
What secret traits that you need to have?
Or like these?
But in certain domains, you're better than other people. You think Michael Jordan doesn't look at everyone around him and goes, yeah, I'm better than you.
Or even like these?
30 minutes before you convince yourself to go downstairs. You then spend 20 minutes deciding.
In this series, I'm gonna show you guys how to make these type of animations, and I'm gonna break down every technique they use. Now, I hope many of you guys know Iman Gadzhi and his amazing production team. He has a current talking head style called Iman Gadzhi editing style, and as we know, the finance niche is booming, meaning that there are also so many content creators or long form videos, but there is a certain style that I just spoke about, the Iman Gadzhi editing style. And in this series, I'm gonna do a clone of 6 different animations going from easiest to most complex. All of them are gonna be on YouTube and they're gonna be posted 2 days by one another. So after tomorrow, there's gonna be another video. And the aim of this series is just to break down every single technique the production team uses. I do apologize for the quality of this video that's gonna be coming, but don't worry, all the next videos that are coming are prepared and they're all in max quality. I accidentally used the wrong settings when recording, unfortunately, but I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get started. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys a replication of an animation with some other basics. With that being said, let's get started. So the animation I will be replicating in today's video will be an Instagram animation that Iman Gadzhi's editor did. So here is the video. Let's just click on it real quick.
And I'll be honest, my main Instagram is just a stupid place where I post photo dumps from trips, business trips, what's going on in my life, stuff like that.
So first things first, we would need is the background. If you come over here and you check out the background, you can see there is these little white dots that are moving. So let me import that. And here we go. I just imported it. So the first thing we would need to do is obviously get all the images and mask them out. So I'm gonna be using Alex Hormozzi's Instagram as an image display. Let's head over here. I'm gonna take a snapshot of this way and then save it to your files, obviously. And then we're gonna take a screenshot of this, just like that. Now that I've imported both of these, let's get started. So let's take both of these over here. We have the top part and we have the bottom part. So in the top part, let's make our design first. We want everything to be aligned, obviously, and alright, that looks pretty good. And obviously the right part does not really matter. However, we want this part to be in the same line over here because, you know, we don't want this bio and everything to display. So let's see what we can do about that. First things first, we're gonna take this, make a duplication. We're gonna take the profile picture first. And here we go. Okay, so you can see it's pretty good. It's a pretty good mask. And then what we want is this part. So I'm gonna use the rectangle tool and I'm gonna click on the part that I want to mask out next, and we're just gonna take slide of this and entrepreneur, the stuff that's displaying down. I think that's good enough. Now we're gonna take the anchor point in the middle and let's just position this down to where in a way it's just aligned with that. So let's move this down. That looks pretty good. And now for the bottom part, we need to separate all 6 of these. So we're gonna make a main layer and we're gonna duplicate it. We're gonna take our second layer and we're gonna mask from our second layer. So let me zoom out to the point where I can see the whole image. And yep, that's pretty accurate. Now we're just gonna duplicate it. Now basically what we want to do is we want to duplicate this 6 times for the amount of masks that we have. So I'm gonna do that. Yep. And now we want to separate each mask into a layer. So layer 1 would have mask 1, layer 2 would have mask 2, layer 3 would have mask 3, and we keep going until it's done. Obviously when I did this in sequence, so the masks are gonna be in sequence. So let's make sure now. Here we go. They're all in sync. They're all in sequence, and that's perfect. So now we want to make the animation, let's say around 7 seconds maximum. I'm not sure how many seconds does Iman Gadzhi have down, but you get the point. So let's take all of these and pull up our position. Let's move 10, let's keep moving 10 frames every time. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. Around 1 second. Now we're gonna take all of these and just make them come from down. I think that's a good amount. Now we wanna graph all of these. We're just gonna come here, click F9 and move over to speed graph obviously, and just do this. And now we wanna sync it. So we're gonna move this. Okay, and we're gonna click all of these and just make it like this. That's perfect, that's good. And now we want to do for these two parts. Now these two would come together, so let's create a null for them. Let's right click, go here, null object, and just make it over here. Gonna take both of these, link it to the null layer, position to the end, and make it come from above, almost halfway. F9, open the graph, and we're good. Now as you can see, we have the background set and we have the animation set. Let's head over here and see what else do we have left. Okay. Alright, so we have this part of animation. Let's do that. Okay, so now we're gonna pre-compose all of these and we're gonna name it first animation part. Okay, this is our first animation part. Now we want to do, so let's head over and make an adjustment layer. So now we're gonna put transform, and once we put transform, we just keyframe the scale. Let's go like 40 frames ahead, 1, 2, 3, 4, and place keyframe, and then 50 frames ahead, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna make this come from 130. Okay, and then make it go back to 130. We're gonna press F9 and set the graph to something like this. And here is where our photo will come. Obviously it feels a bit slow, but I feel like that might be good. Let's make it a bit sharper. Alright. Now we have the animation done. So at this point we're gonna create another composition and we're gonna name it photos. Alright, let me go to Alex Hormozi's page back again, and here we have a couple of photos. Okay, so here we imported 5 photos. Let's go to each of these photos. Okay, so now that we've imported 5 photos, let's see what resolution did Iman Gadzhi use for his photos. Let's come over here. Obviously he used 1080 by 1080, which is the Instagram resolution, and the ones we took are 1080 by 1920. Now unfortunately I just realized that all the photos that I took, none of them were 1080 by 1080. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mask them all out so they're all 1080 by 1080, and I'm gonna be back to you guys once I mask them all out. Make sure all the photos you take are 1080 by 1080 so you don't have to do what I did. And what we wanna do is we just wanna keep switching over these photos. Yeah, let's say he does them every 15 frames, so, or every 10 frames, right? 10 frame, bring this up here, bring this up here, this up here, and as you can see it's a bit weird obviously because these are not exact photos, you know. However, let's make them all so that the lower part is not displayed. The lower part, like, it does not look weird, you know. Obviously you're gonna go on the photo, click I, and then you're gonna go here on the photo that's below it. You're gonna click on Alt, and then you're gonna go to the square brackets that's beside the letter P. So if I'm gonna do left square bracket, it's gonna cut like this. If I do right square bracket, then it's gonna cut like this. So as you can see, obviously it's not the best, as I said, but it still does the job. Let's import our photos comp over here. Okay, that's cool. Alright, and we just want it to come over here, and we're gonna keyframe the opacity. We're gonna make the opacity exact same. Actually this is too much, so let's make it closer. And we're gonna see where the dip of the graph is. It's over at this point, so let's make the opacity come up that way. Oh shit, I forgot to make this come from 0. Let's check the dip of the graph again. It's over at this point, so Let's do a graph that has, no, this is too sharp, so let's make it. Now you can see it's gonna be pretty much synced. Perfect. This is pretty good actually, I'm not even gonna lie. This is a bit too zoomed in, so let's zoom this out a bit more. Alright, that's good. And we're gonna add a quote like how Iman Gadzhi did, or not sure if it was a quote. It's just at Iman Gadzhi. So I'm gonna do, let me go to Alex Hormozi's page over here and copy this. So let's put the at, get over to the text tool, okay, Control T, and I'm gonna write Hormozi, at Hormozi. Alright, I don't know what this font is. What the hell is this font? Anyways, it's not bad. We're not gonna focus too much on copying Instagram's font. You can do that at Hormozi. Okay, let's come here and see what we can do now. Okay, we gotta get to this part and we're gonna keyframe the opacity opposite way. So let's check the opacity out like this, and we're gonna make the background the same way how, yeah, there is blur and the background is pretty low. And then we're gonna add Gaussian blur. Gaussian blur is actually a built-in plugin, so that's why I'm using it rather than using a plugin that we don't have. Now it's keyframed. Let's do the same graph that was done in the first part. Over here, under the tip. Now let's see this. Alright, great. But one problem is that these photos are not switching because I accidentally forgot to do it like this. No, I accidentally forgot to do it like this. So we're gonna move this like this way and bring this like this. Now it should be good. And obviously it's too fast, so let's make it 20 frames. 1, 2, that's good, that's pretty good. Now it feels a bit too slow, but that's it. The Gaussian blur feels too much. Let's make this 3. Alright, let's come over here and check the animation now. Amazing, amazing, great. Now this is perfect. Now let's see if there is anything else missing. Yeah, there is a slight turbulent scale. So for that there is a preset that I have, but I'm gonna show you guys the preset for the sake of this video. So let's head over to adjustment layer and place turbulent displace. We're gonna duplicate this. Now obviously this is, you know, weird as you can see, and we don't need to keyframe the turbulent displace because there is constant movement. We just need to set the settings. So copy what I do. We're gonna make the amount 1. Now obviously that's not enough, so we're gonna head over to the second one and we're gonna make this slightly lesser, and the size obviously would be much lesser to the point where it feels shaky. Amazing. Let's come over here. Now we want to add posterize time, and we make this like 14 FPS, and let's play it. And here we go. This is our final animation after adding posterize time. I feel like posterize time can be even lower, so let's play it again and check it out. That's amazing. It looks pretty good. And yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys later in the next video. Peace out.